everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today I am talking about my Use It Up challenge for 2024. And this is really more of a challenge to myself to make sure I'm using up the supplies and getting good usage out of the things that I've purchased. So I do subscribe to the Hubman and Chub Girl monthly kit. I will only get the kit if I really like it, and I will skip months that don't really appeal to me. I ended up skipping 2 months last year. I signed up originally, I think February, and then received the kit every month except 2 after that point in time. And I'll just skip when I don't feel like I will get good use out of the kit. There's just some themes that will not appeal to me. But for the most part, I just love the Hubman and Chub Girl kits. And I also received the Coffee Monsters Co. kits. They are much smaller kits, and they aren't every single month. So I feel like between those two things, I'm getting a ton of stuff, and I went way overboard for 2023 getting into stickers. I purchased pretty much every collection that Hubman and Chub Girl released. I just love their stuff, and I purchased pretty much most things that the Coffee Monsters Co. released as well. So I just love those two companies. I love the people behind the companies. I like supporting, you know, smaller businesses and really enjoy that. So I had a lot of fun accumulating and still using a bunch, but not using nearly to the level of how much I purchased. So the Use It Up challenge for 2024 is the attempt to combat that just overconsumption, over purchasing. I want to be able to go through and use up some of the stickers that I've already purchased. I also want to continue to use those monthly kits as much as humanly possible, to use up as much as possible. And then I also want a component of this to also be using up older stickers and also using up pens, and not necessarily like emptying the pens or anything, but I want to be able to make sure I'm using more color, especially in certain planners. I tend to just stick with these 3 pens. Fudenosuke brush pen, but hello, I have tons and tons of different brush pens I can use. An Energel Clenna in black. I just like put in refill after refill in this exact same pen or a different barrel. I've got one that's got a little pink and one that's got a little yellow. Basically just a black Energel Clenna. It's my writing pen of choice. And then lately, the last few months, I've been getting really into fountain inks. I've just been using this TWSBI, and I did end up getting another TWSBI for Christmas. I ended up ordering it with a gift card that I got for Christmas, so it will be here soon, and I'll do a haul video, but I'll have 2 TWSBIs, this Eco and then one that's a diamond. And yeah, between those two, I don't foresee me purchasing other actual fountain pens, but I totally want to purchase more fountain inks, but I want to make sure that I'm using up the inks as well. I haven't purchased full bottles of anything. I've just been purchasing ink samples, and I will continue to do that. I just love getting just a little bit of ink. It's plenty to write lots and lots of pages worth of journaling pages or sample pages or anything that I want to write. I just want to make sure I'm getting the most out of these and not just accumulating them for the sake of accumulating and collecting, because that's totally my personality. Like, I want one in every color of the rainbow. Clearly, I have a problem with just collecting stuff. Like, I want every single Tombow color. Thankfully, I don't have every single color. But like this pack of chameleon pens, I have the entire pack of these. I bought the entire packs of these highlighters. I bought both packs of these Erin Conrants, like the same thing. I have all of the twin tones. I have all the mild liners. I have all the click arts. Like, I just love collecting the entire thing. Like Pokemon, I gotta catch them all. So I want to work on using up more of these colors. So part of the challenge is going to be that, like, getting my use out of the pens, not just sticking with 3 pens and that's it, not just putting black pen in 95% of my planning pages. I want to be able to add the more color. I love rainbows, so that's not a problem. I'll just have dedicated ones that are more rainbowy type of planners. But my one main thought about using the pens is I have this daily Hemlock and Oak, and I'm going to plan on using this as a creative journal at the end of the day. Some days it'll just be me writing paragraphs. Some days it'll be making lists. Some days it'll be brush practice. Some days I'll be sketching and doodling. It really is just going to depend on my mood for that day and what I want to put in here. But my plan for this is to use a different color pen every single day in this book. And that means it'll be 365 colors, and I might end up repeating here and there. Like, let's say I want to do paragraphs and paragraphs, multiple pages, and I don't have enough colorful pens. I'll just make sure I'm adding some brush script in and making sure I'm using a different color for each day. So I don't know how I'm going to track this necessarily. I think it's going to be a process of me, like, having a container of pens with me, because this will be on my nightstand. I'll have like a container of pens and I work my way through the pens somehow, like maybe stick them on the outside when they're used and the ones on the inside are still left to use. So that way I can have some sort of way to keep track of using a different color every day. So that's my thought process, is like I will have a container of pens to use and a container of pens that is done being used, and like work my way through each kind of collection. So I'll take all the click arts. When I make my way through all the click arts, I'll move on to the twin tones. Something in that similar fashion, like move step by step incrementally through the sets of pens so that I get through all of the pens and document it like that and have, you know, a whole rainbow of different inks in here by the end of the year. And going along with that, I plan on using more colorful pens in various certain planners. And I don't know how that part's gonna work out yet, but part of this using it up challenge is me decorating this cute little planner. This is a catch-all weekly. It's an A6 from Aura Estelle. It is Tomoe River paper, and this one's super cute. I've shown it in my planner stack video. This is gonna be my use it up challenge little planner, and I'm gonna just use whatever things I'm using for the week. They're gonna end up in here in some sort of documented way. So I've got a daily thing here. Whatever pens I'm using, I wanna make sure I'm writing something in here, maybe a word a day or just brush practice or something. I just want it to look pretty. So I'll do some sort of thing a day here, document whatever color I'm using and decorate these sides, maybe write about my favorite different pens or things each week on these in-between pages. So it's got the weekly little overview and then 3 little full pages. So I can just document what I'm using. Like whatever washi tapes I use during the week, they're gonna end up being swatched in here a little bit as well. So, you know, it's just a process of trying to use up what I have, also trying to talk about the supplies and appreciate them for the beauty that they contain. And I'm just, you know, I'm a color kind of girl. I love all the color. I don't know what I'm going to do with the monthly spread yet, but I definitely want to use these weekly pages for sure to document whatever use it up things that I'm using. So I've already said about how I want to use up stickers. I want to use up as much of the monthly kits as possible. That means the Coffee Monsters kits and also the Hubbin and Chub Girl kits, and I have them organized. Right now I'm using this book. For now, this is just a ring that I actually got from Hubbin and Chub Girl. I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit so I can bring this into the shot a little bit better, but it's just a ring binder, and the Hubbin and Chub Girl page protectors fit in here, as well as ones I purchased off of Amazon. So I do have quite a bit of like these cheapy Amazon ones, and I have all my sticker collections contained in these little things. So my monthly kit for January is already in here. I did purchase the whole giant kit. I think it's a $65 kit. It pretty much contains everything except the Hobonichi style stickers, and I purchased those separately as well. So I've got the Hobonichi style stickers along with all the kit stickers, and then I have other plant ones that were very similar, so I stuck them in here as well so I can use those for January. And I went ahead and started decorating for January. I also have some of the Coffee Monsters Co. They have monthly kits, and I purchased just a little sampling of that stuff, which is right here. So it actually ends up matching the cozy plants from Hubbin and Chub Girl too, because it's this like greenish theme, and it's floral every month for the Coffee Monsters kit. It's like whatever flower of the month they have, which is super cute. So I've got that in here as well to try to use up, and I have the February one for that too in here. But that's my plan, is just to have whatever stickers for the month, and then it happened to be Christmas and New Year's related, so I have all the Christmas and winter stuff that I've been using for the last month, and then the New Year's I'll use when it's actually New Year's time, which you guys will see this after New Year's, I think. As far as my scheduling goes, I think it'll be after New Year's, but my plan is just to use up as much as possible. I will end up doing some check-in videos and hopefully show you guys a really cute little planner when I have all my use it up stuff in there. And so this is a lot of stickers to work through in an entire month, but I do have lots of planners that I'm decorating and playing around with. So hopefully I can get through quite a bit of that. And now to add another layer onto this, I definitely want to use the washi tape. Each month the kit has 2 washi tapes, and then I also had 2 other plant washi tapes that I got in the mystery pack. I ended up getting a mystery box. So I got 2 more washi tapes for that, but now I have 4 to work with this month. I'm again going to try to use up as much of this as possible and wherever feasible. I don't want to make it look just like sticker throw up necessarily. I want to make it look cute, so I won't try to just use it up for the sake of using it up, like filling up a page with washi tape. I want to use it where it's appropriate. And then going along with that, adding another layer on, I want to use up some of these sticker books that I've had in my collection. So I got a Spaces planner for 2022, not even for 2023, and I had these stickers in my collection for a year. It's just, you know, very neutral tones, so I thought they would work really good with the plants theme. So I will try to make my way through some of the sticker book as well. It just felt like it fit nicely with this theme, so I'm going to try to grab one of these maybe every month or so and just pull out one of the sticker books that's been in my collection and try to use up some of it. I said on here, use up or consolidate as much from a sticker book for the month and donate trash the rest that won't get used. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. It's just being like, okay, I know myself, I'm not going to use stars everywhere. So maybe I'll cut this stars section off and set it aside to make a big giant giveaway of stickers, like these checklist boxes. Not sure I'll use the checklist boxes. I will definitely use some numbers for things. I like flags. I love boxes. I love all these little icons. So I can definitely make use of quite a bit of this, but I don't know that I can use this whole sticker book cover to cover. And so it's just going to be one of my things to challenge myself. I might end up putting together some sort of like use it challenge for January, let's say. So that would be this video. Like for January, I'm going to try to work on this sticker, the January kits, the January washi, and then whatever pens I decide to stick with for the month. Maybe the click arts, I don't really know at this point, but I'm going to do that sort of thing where I'm like, okay, sitting down at the end of the month, I'm going to plan my next month's challenge. It's just going to be in that kind of way. And I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. Right now, I'm just kind of hashing it out for this first month. It's the experiment month, so I will report back in February and let you guys know how this whole thing played out. But I definitely want to be like, okay, I'm going to grab 5 of these tombos. I love the tombos. I don't use them. I just use the Fudenosuke and that is it. So I want to grab a few of these to be my color palette, and let's see. We're going with green, so let's match some things with green. The teal would look good with green. What else do we have? And I need to see what stickers we have for the month of February. I don't know if these ones show the actual flower. Okay, they're like white flowers, so that won't do any good. I was gonna say, well, match it to whatever flower. I know February is purple. It's got the purple flowers, so I would match a lot more purple to that, but we're going on the greens. So we're just pulling out some green ones that'll match, a neutral that might match well. Let's see, that one's pretty lime colored, but it's cute. And then let's see, another little green color. That one doesn't seem to match very well, but I'm just pulling out ones that might match decently. And let's do a pink too. So there is my color scheme. I'm just gonna pick out 6. I'm gonna stick it in my little container and have them with me, so that those are my brush pens that I'm going to concentrate on this month. And I'll put, you know, some sort of page together in this book. Let's see, I think this one actually doesn't even start till January 1st. We've got an index page. We've got this kind of page. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily fill out the habit tracker for this. This is a work in progress, clearly. I'm like thinking on the fly here. I've got this one. Okay, so I do have this previous page before the beginning of the month. So I got the monthly calendar and then the next little 2-page spread. Let's make sure that that's every month. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm trying to come to the beginning of February. So beginning of February, you get a 2-page spread. So I will map out what colors and things I'm thinking for the month, like these 6 tombos. I'm going to brush pen these out on this page, and that will be the starting point in January. So I'll have a little January title and then map out some things I'm using, like whatever washi tapes for sure I want to use this month, I'm gonna put in here and document. And then I thought also I would pull out some older washi tapes, because I have some that are like yellowing and getting nasty and they're getting more brittle, so they just really need to be used up. But again, like, I don't know how relevant snowflakes are going to be most of the month or most of the year, definitely for January, but other than that, I'm not sure. So I won't end up using that one like long term, trying to empty the whole thing. But I definitely have some older ones in my collection, like this little cute apples one. I've had this in my collection for years, like literal years. I need to go ahead and use up some of these older ones. Actually, this floral one will work. It'll bring in a little bit of purple this month, and it will definitely work for February. So I could swatch this on the February page actually, and then I remember that I want to use it for February. Let's see, where's the February page? I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one for February, and then that way I know to pull this one out for February. Where's the, there it is. Okay, I'm just gonna swatch it. Like, this is a February challenge washi. I had a ruler, there it is. So now I know that one will be used in February because it's really pretty, but it's been in there for years and I just need to use up some of my supplies. As far as green washies, I don't know, I don't have very many like green leaning washies to use necessarily, but I've got quite a few that I can pull and work into this, like this brown one. That one would be pretty with all the green plants. So a wood grain, I might add that to my challenge. But again, like this is me just figuring out how this use it up challenge is gonna go over time. I really like this one, so I'm gonna put this as one of my washies. And the hearts are this way, so I'm doing it the opposite way. It'll just be one of the washies I try to use this month. Okay, it's in my little collection. I'll leave it out, sitting out, so that I know to use it some this month. But something like that where I'll swatch the whatever pens I'm using, and then each week, from week to week, I will write about my progress, document some of it with the pretty things I'm using. I just want it to be a pretty little book of all of the things I'm using, kind of document all of that. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to try to use up stickers and washi and pens and add lots more color to my layout. So I hope you guys like this look at my Use It Up 2024. Let me know if you have some sort of challenge in this same way. One of my goals this year is creation, not consumption. So not just purchasing, I'm actually creating. Same with videos, not watching as much videos, but creating more videos. Just that way, I want to create more, and this is me trying to create more here. So I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys are doing as far as challenging yourself to use supplies and things. I would love to know how you guys are tweaking it. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me along. I will do an update in February to let you guys know how this is working. And that's all I've got for you. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.